Hey guys, it's JohnyTechReview. Today I have a quick review for you of this Sundirect 720p IP camera. This is a wireless IP camera, of course, and it features a 720p resolution. You can see here, this is everything that comes in a package. You have the camera itself, along with the antenna that are already attached to it. You have the power supply. You have a short little Ethernet cable that's used for setup the first time. You have some mounting screw to mount this guy here to the wall, because you can mount this on the wall or the ceiling, and then you can just screw that to the bottom of that, so you can put this camera in any position. Finally, you have a user menu along with a warranty card. So the user menu is pretty basic, to show you some product diagram, and then also inside to show you how to connect the device. And these are the easy step, just an easy layout diagram to show you how to connect the device. It's pretty simple. Give it power, plug into your router for the first time, and then scan the QR code at the bottom after you download the app, and that's pretty easy. Last, you have this warranty card here, and it came with 1 year warranty. It also have a free 7-day replacement, which is pretty much useless because that's not enough time for anything, but it's down. So take a closer look at the units. You can see here you have up front 3 different LED light, and they'll blink different color. You have the wireless LED light here, the power LED. There's also an Ethernet indicator right now. There's your Sundirect logo, and the front here you can see the camera. There's the microphone. There's a camera here with an adjustable little lens here that you can change the focus distance if you need to. These are your infrared for night vision, and then there's your little light sensor to detect when it goes dark. On the side here you have the speakers, and that's where the sound will output if you need to talk to the device. And you have some heat vent here to ventilate some heat. In the back you have the 5V power input Ethernet port. There's your alarm an I/O port right now, micro SD slot for recording. You have a audio out and an audio in, and there's a function button that didn't seem to do anything when I press it. And that's basically the whole unit. And at the bottom of the unit you also have a little reset pin here to reset the camera back to factory setting if you need to. So for the first time setup, you definitely need to plug the camera in and also give it Ethernet cable so that it can have internet, and then you can use the app here. You can get this from the iOS App Store or the Google Play Store. It's called MIPC. And when you load that app for the first time, you will have to log in, and if you don't have an account, you have to sign up for an account. But after you log in, you can go ahead and add the camera here if you like. So you can scan the QR code, and underneath the camera there's a QR code that you can scan, and when you scan that camera code, it will come on and it will find your camera. So this is the camera I have installed downstairs. This is one of my older camera, but I'll show you the new one here. They both use the same software. It will load up here, and then you can see this is a live feed right now downstairs in the living room I have, and you can move up and down. The swipe is actually a little bit inverted, so if you swipe up, it will go down just a little bit, and you swipe down, it will go up just like that, as you can see. And you can also rotate it left and right by just scan it like this. And you can see here, if you rotate this direction, you get the full 720p view here. It's a little bit better widescreen view, you can see. And it works really nice. This is right now there's a light out there, and you can see it's lighting up this room. But I also will show you some footage when it's in night vision mode to give you an idea. So in this mode you also have the record mode. You can see all the different recording that I recorded the other day. So for example, here we can click on one of the older recording, and this is what it records and saved to. So sometimes it does this, and it's somewhat of a problem here. As you can see, I will press play on the stream video and it's not doing it. I don't know why. Sometimes I had to reset the camera to get the video stream to work, but it seemed to be very slow anyway. So playing back recording is not something that worked really well in this device. I think it's because mainly this app is not well done, because even with the other camera using the same app is having issues. So I think this app is not very well done. But if you go to setting, you can see under setting you have a few different options. You can change everything here from the nickname of the camera, administrative password. You can pick Ethernet, Wi-Fi, on-screen display. You can set to turn on a timestamp and all that stuff. You can turn on the alert here, and with alert you can have pop-up notification if you like to. Under schedule recording, I have it turned up right now, but you can turn it on. You have 4 different schedules here that you can set, so you can have the beginning time and end time and the date. So you can set different schedule date if you want to. Otherwise, it will just run schedule based on your alarm, and depending on how much sensitivity you set, and that's in here. Motion detection, you can see here, you can enable it and set it at different sensitivity. You have a day, night, and night mode. It's kind of a little bit odd. I try to not to set it too high, because when you set it more than 50% it seems to trip it a lot, so I just set it about 30% here. Doing motion, it takes a snapshot and it does a recording, and you can also set the I/O alarm if you have anything connected to the I/O port if you have that. Under system setting, you have the option to upgrade, and you can also reset. The other day there was a software update. I had to upgrade, and it did the upgrade over the air, so it downloaded to the camera and did all of that. It took about 3 minutes and it was fine, so that works pretty good. So that kind of quickly give you an idea of the camera. Again, for the live stream it works quite well, but for video recording it seems to have a hard time streaming the video back on your mobile device. To me, consider recording is one of the main key features there for a lot of security camera. Not being able to play back fluidly on a mobile device is a problem. I also want to show on the computer here, if you go to the MPIC website or you go to your local website that the IP address belongs to, you can actually access the camera here also, and you can do the same thing here. You press play here. It will ask you to install a plugin, but you don't have to, you can do it later. And then just use the typical plugin here. And you can see here you get a live feed here also, and I can use the cursor here to move the camera. And you can see, works pretty well here also. And every time you move here, you can actually hear the camera move. Right now I have the headphone plug in, so you can't hear, but there's a noise, and you can actually hear my kid yelling that out. As you can hear right now, he's yelling right now, but you can hear that. So here you have a few options. You can do adjustment on brightness, contrast. You can do all these on the app also. I forgot to mention earlier, but you can do all that in the apps. You can change the power frequency, 50 to 60 Hz for example here. You can flip the image here also. And if you go to playback, you get the pick the camera and you can look at the recording. And this also doesn't work very well. Another downside to this device. I have a hard time using this from the other camera, and then now this camera is similar. The software is the same, so it's not very good. And if you go to setting, you have the same setting that I have earlier, and you can see here these are some of the options that you can change. So pretty much the app let you change anything, just like the website here. So the website is not really needed. A lot of people ask me a question regarding a similar camera I have in the past that use the same software, and that is how to clean the memory card. And the only way to do that is either to format it here or to take it out of the camera and delete it now. So overall, the Sundirect IP camera works pretty well as a camera. So my problem is with the software. The software for the recording and playback is not very well done. So you can play back some video sometime, but sometimes it just lag and it doesn't play very well. I have an 8 gig card in here installed, and I only turn it on for motion detection, and it works okay for picking up motion and then do a little recording. But that's about it, and it's not very good compared to some of the other offering out on the market. So yeah, the resolution of the camera is pretty good, audio quality is good, but if they can fix the app and improve the overall user experience, it will definitely help, and the camera will definitely be a much better camera overall. So I hope this short little review helped you in your purchase decision. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.